The spread of technology has made preventing identity theft and protecting personal information an impossible task, which in turn has created a large platform of deception and fraud. Truth, Lies, and Trust on the Internet covers various forms of deception. One specific case of online deception I found intriguing was John Worley, an American Christian psychotherapist, recorded by Zukoff. Worley was trapped in the Nigerian email scam so deep he spent $12,300 on the scam, $600,000 in restitution, and a 2-year sentence. The reading discusses how people fall into these scams because the attackers target their emotional desires with promises of financial gain, making the person on the other side of the screen feel insecure by suggesting their security has been compromised. When human beings respond in an emotional way, they often disregard their common sense, which make them easier targets to these scams. The media chosen to relate to the reading was an episode from the series Friends, Season 1, Episode 21, where Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe go on a covert operation to track the woman who stole Monica's credit card details. Monica starts to gain interest in the person that's been spending her money because she goes to plays she wants to see, buys clothes from stores when she's intimidated by the salespeople. She eventually starts to sympathize with her and befriend her instead of really pointing out what she is, a thief. This relates to how Worley, although having such a good understanding of people and their motives, so much so that he developed a psychological profiling tool which is meant to reveal an individual's unique desires and needs, and could purportedly predict behavioral responses, was still duped by a simple scam. These cases showcase the errors in human judgment when affected by factors like greed or lack of self-esteem. Online deception, fraud, spam, and cons, with all their forms, don't necessarily stop at trying to steal people's money. According to a news article posted by Pink News from just the 16th of February 2017, gay tourists being targeted and blackmailed by criminals in Dubai. What you don't know is that in this specific case, they were criminals, but in other countries, the government is the one to imprison you through Grindr. The anonymous victims speak of his experience and walks the interviewer through it step by step. He explains how they met in the lobby, like any other Grindr hookup, went upstairs, got undressed, and as soon as they started having sex, he realized he was being taped. When asked to leave, he blocked the door, demanding money, and was threatened to be killed if not paid £1,000, and was obviously left devastated.
Hello, I was designed by Amar Hassan to assist you through this glitch. In the book by Kenneth Kukier and Victor Meyer Schumberger, big data is defined in various ways to illustrate the extent to which the data that is being collected about us is growing and how it is being used. Data is being collected through every single human being with a device such as a smartphone, laptop, or iPad. These devices result into people being active online, whether that's through Instagram, Facebook, or even Google. So why not take it as an opportunity to be able to gather significant insights? When the person on the plane started asking random flyers when and how much they paid for their tickets, he realized that they had all paid a significantly different amount. He came up with Project Hamlet to figure out when was the best time to purchase tickets. The little project then evolved into a venture startup called Faircast. He created an algorithm and used big data about flights in order to tell when would be cheapest to purchase. He was a pioneer who placed big data into the hands of consumers. From the documentary The Human Face of Big Data, information is being extracted out of parking spaces or internet searches. Everything you do leaves a digital trace that never disappears. The whole world is being recorded through webcams, surveillance, or smartphones. It's the data that's building, understanding, acknowledging, and the more information we get, the larger will be the problems we will have to solve. Every powerful tool has a dark side. Everything that's going to change the world has the capability to change to the worse. It doesn't work one way without the other. Big data has truly made it impossible to be anonymous. We have to think as a community, We are building a new global brain, and that wave of change is going to take us in a direction we can't imagine. If it's only can come up with a software able to monitor and decide when it is best and cheapest to buy an airplane ticket back in 2006, then why was it such a surprise that with the amount of data we have nowadays, and the tools we have developed to process it, a car company can build a car feature that is able to radar an accident? Tesla's Model X's forward collision warning system starts braking when it detects the two vehicles ahead coming to an abrupt stop. This technology relies on big data. It shows how powerful it is and how algorithms can be used to essentially save our lives. In a recent article, it's reported that Tesla owner, Frank Van Hoesel, has dashcam footage showing his car reacting to a bad highway crash before it even started. His car remained untouched when it could easily have contributed to a pile-up. The future of big data is uncertain. However, it cannot be denied that it is a powerful tool that we need to learn how to adapt to. It could end up taking all our jobs, or making our lives much easier.
Software is a system designed to help direct computers to execute certain tasks. Algorithms are used to help identify the content in which each user would be interested in. They are used across multiple platforms for different purposes. An example of this utilization of algorithms is a middle-aged woman finding ads for wrinkle cream on her Facebook page. Wow moments are when the user is surprised by what algorithms are aware of. For example, drinking a brand of coffee in the morning and finding an ad for it at the same time. Disadvantages of algorithms include a bias towards posts that have received numerous likes and shares appearing on users' newsfeed, and other ignored posts don't. Another disadvantage of algorithms is ruined friendships because Facebook monitors what they want to make available to the users, and sometimes important information is lost. Some users have found it useful to manipulate the content in which they access in order to confuse Facebook's algorithmic system. During an episode of Black Mirror on Be Right Back, after Martha loses her husband Ash in a car accident, in the beginning of the episode, she discovers that she's pregnant. She hesitantly tries out a new online service that lets people stay in touch with the deceased. By using all of his past online communication and social media profiles, a new Ash can be created virtually through audio services once the application is given access to all of his social media accounts. Martha is so convinced by it, she even goes as far as to purchasing an android that looks almost exactly like him, only missing minor characteristics such as a mole on his chest and his facial hair. Even though a robot is keeping her satisfied sexually, there are obviously a couple of bug fixes that can't be dealt with since algorithms can only figure out so much about you. The shocking thing behind this is that it actually shows you how much information is picked up on you through your online activity. They can completely replicate you. In an article written by Mark Mayerson for Smart Company, they question whether algorithms should have as much control as they do. Algorithms are being given the right to pre-approve on advertisements on social media platforms such as Facebook. They're able to take control of the kind of content that is being uploaded and deleted. Letting machines make key decisions and judgment calls might be profitable in terms of increasing efficiency with the end goal to increase profits. But who will be held liable for the decisions made by the machines? The advertising platforms need to be held more accountable to higher levels of customer service and for the decisions that go wrong.